Yo, what's good? Parzyx up in this bitch, and you already know what I'm on. If you do not have the IQ to watch this video, if you do not understand the nuances, if you don't have high intellect, this video is not for you. In a short summary, this video is about the camaraderie that black men have and how it is manipulated into carnal affection for other men with one another. That is what I personally believe. So this video is not a debate per se. It is just my opinion on a take that someone has on TikTok. I did not do my original intro, so we're gonna do it here. So let's get to the fucking video.
And it's not just black men.
Why's it gotta start with us?
Some young niggas are mentally and emotionally attracted to boys.
Bro, pause. Listen. This goes what we know. And from the humankind standpoint, if you look at this from a view since the beginning of time, Cain and Abel, right? Cain killed his brother, right? Now let's go back to what most normal people understand as human time. The Romans, right? But most people don't really understand. Before the Romans, it was the Egyptians, and before the Egyptians, I don't know who it was before the Egyptians, but let's do it Roman times, because if you look at it from a black lens, most people won't agree with you, because I could really talk about Egyptians in a way that in this type of context, you know what I'm saying? But I won't. Romans, right? Romans went to war, right? Mind you, though, the companionship that man has towards one another since the beginning of time is because of the bond from conflict. There's archetypical stories about it. This stuff is well documented that I don't really need to say this stuff. I don't really need to explain it to you. Like, you have to be stupid to not get it. It's been through war. I'm just gonna talk about black men. Most of the time that I've ever felt like true brotherhood was in conflict. Like, I was in I hate talking about my high school stories, but this is the most experience that I had with quote unquote brotherhood, and why I'm trying to make this why this is, some of this stuff is not, it's true to some sort of extent, but it's not the full scope of the picture. When I was in high school and I was doing my fraternity training, we would literally, like, I've never done this before, not even in football. You will literally, like, and it's not I'm trying to put it in a way that if you understand it, you'll understand it. If you just don't, it's just not for you. So we will, you know how niggas in football, right? Like, if you are the quarterback, right? You got to go underneath the center's legs, right, to grab the ball. But instead of doing that, we would, like, have each other's arms. Like you would cradle your brother in your arms, right? And he'll be behind you. You know what I'm saying? It would create, and I was always in front. So, like, this stuff, what he's talking about is really not new to me. I mean, it's not weird to me, because this is how men are. We're not having this type of thought process. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that it is, because it's the way that it seems, but in reality, it's because we're going through conflict. We're fighting. You know what I'm saying? So we will work out hard. You know what I'm saying? Not no bullshit ass jumping jacks and shit. We would literally have to do shit in arms, bro. Like, if you ever been in a fraternity in college, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Cause you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So we would, when we doing our stepping, right? We would link each other's arms, and I was always in front. And since I was hella fucking short, like, the way that it would not be what you expect. You know what I'm saying? But it would create type of a ripple effect of harmony, because when you stepping as one person, you know what I'm saying, it's loud. But when you stepping as an entire group, when you stepping as an entire brotherhood, it echoes. You know what I'm saying? It echoes. You know what I'm saying? It creates ripples. It creates waves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we would step. I would step with my right foot first, because I had to lead. I had to tell people, listen, y'all, I most of my weight is on my left foot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm flat footed. You know what I'm saying? So I had to basically direct it. You know what I'm saying? And we would do this every day, literally every day after school. You know what I'm talking about sophomore year. I'm almost leaving. You know what I'm saying? So that type of thought process is still in my head even to this day. So we would have to like step. You know what I'm saying? We would do it every day, and I had to lead. So, and they would listen to me, because I don't know what it's called, but when you're front in line or something, like, I don't know, but we would have to lead, and that type of harmony, that that ability to create harmony, that ability to create, like, even though I can't do this because I'm flat-footed, I had a lot of weaknesses, but I didn't show it because I realized we're overcoming adversity together. We were overcoming our weaknesses. We're overcoming ourselves by bonding with one another, by with our own conflict within ourselves and seeing it in someone else and seeing it in another brother. We're able to become to love one another. I wouldn't even say love. Like, I didn't really love them, but like they were like my brothers to me. It wasn't really like that. They're literally like my brothers. Like, some people were in ninth grade. Some people were in some people, like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, some people were taller than me. I had to overcome my fear of my own body. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get it, you get it. So when he has this stuff, some of y'all are attracted to men, or not just emotionally but physically, bro. You have to understand. You have the sense as black man. If you really understand the trauma of black men in America and where most of us are inhabited, what most of us see, what most of us go through, I'm not saying that that should make way for homosexual relationships, but what I'm saying is that most men, black men, are bonded through conflict. Most men are bonded through conflict. Most black men are bonded through trauma, through pain, through hatred for the opposition, for the ones to protect their family. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I bring up the Romans is because the Romans were like that. They just did it to such a degree where them niggas just had to die. You know what I'm saying? This is why I hate this type of rhetoric, bro. And it's only towards black people. Like, I know he said all men, but what is the title? What is the headline? Like, that's what I'm saying. You have to, once you understand the fact that most of us are really brothers, it's just the way that we go. Most people don't have that type of understanding of one of themselves. They don't have that they don't have that guidance to teach them the right way of what true brotherhood is. So they have this type of this warped sense of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Of needing to satisfy one another when it's honestly just improving ourselves through shared conflict. It's not, and the way he's phrasing it, it's not the whole scope of what the really what. It's someone who has no knowledge. It's someone who has no knowledge. And I'm not going to try to pay myself as this black connoisseur, this black culture. No. I just know because I'm black and I've seen it. I've felt it. Like, the thing is, it's not that it's not the willingness to be in a relationship with another man. It's just willing to have brotherhood. And some people want a tight brotherhood that they do things that they should have not to their brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I can get what he's trying to say, but it's not how it should actually be.
You follow misogynist and red pill men who express their open disdain for the women that they are supposed to be attracted to. That doesn't make sense. That's pretty fucking gay. When men like myself make posts advocating for women, you immediately try to discredit us, calling us panderer,
I don't know what type of content he does, and I probably won't look through it, to be honest. But like, when he says red pill content, I'm not gonna lie, y'all gotta understand, bro. It's so easy to go into a red pill pipeline. It's so easy to go to an incel. It's so easy now. It's so easy because, like, for example, I'm 23. I could easily been an incel nigga. I could have easily been a red pill connoisseur, a red pill promoter. But it's because these niggas get no play. That's the reason why they're like that. They literally get no play. That they would rather. This is why I have a video called the rise of homoeroticism, the rise of this, because niggas are getting no play. That they would rather do it to their quote unquote like homeboy. Like I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit weird. But that's the pipeline. It's getting so insane that niggas are promoting like the LeBron shit. Like, all of this stuff is just what's a domino effect of they just literally get no play. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's gay. Talking about we don't have nuts, which is gay in itself. Because why the fuck are you worried about my fucking balls, dude? Amongst other things, that's pretty fucking gay. And on top of that, you're only making these comments because you are seeking laughs and validation from other men who agree with you.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really think this shit. I don't really see the way that he's phrasing it. Like, I don't really believe it's they're seeking male validation because they never probably had a father to validate them. That's why most black men search for brotherhood. You know, it's not the best. It's not the best. You know what I'm saying? They probably, kill people. But at the end of the day, bro, they literally just search for brotherhood, bro. That's literally it. Like, I can get the gist of what he's trying to say in these 57 seconds. But you have to really, if you really get the big picture, bro, if you really could see for what it really is, if you see those comments, you say, God damn, bro, I feel bad for that guy, He probably didn't have his dad in his life, his brother probably died, he probably doesn't have anybody to go through conflict with. Like, this stuff is so ingrained in human history that's only relegated to black men is very disingenuous. And I only see it from like
That's gay. You're literally a pick me. You're literally a pick me. Your actual attraction to women is limited to physical and sexual attributes.
I mean, I don't really think that would be a bad thing. Is that really a bad thing? Is that real? And when I say is it a bad thing, like, so you telling me that, right? It is perfectly fine for me to, no, not me, but I'm just saying, some people just don't have good personalities. Some people just don't have personalities. They have a good body. They have, those type of things, but their personality just does not mix. And more than likely, probably the women he's talking about, well, not the women he's talking about, but the type of men who does not have a quote unquote emotional attachment, because that's the really thing, emotional attachment to women. Like, who wants as a grown man? It's fine to have an emotional attachment, but I'm just gonna say, in my anecdotal evidence, and it's probably most men know this too. Every time I've ever had an emotional attachment with a girl that I liked, it was brought back up in my face to shame me in front of others. This is factual evidence. This is actual evidence, a tactic that women use to degrade men, to emasculate them, and to gain the upper hand in the public atmosphere. So is it really wrong for a man to say, I do not want a devout, I'm saying a devout, not a normal, but a devout emotional attachment to women? Let alone, to women, not a woman you like, but to women. So, like, this is what I'm trying to say. The scope is so vast. You have to understand the nuances in the red pill philosophy. They get no play. They are probably fatherless. And if you're talking about black men, they probably get all the play. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be stereotypical here, but them the type of niggas that bitches want, though. They want the dudes who's always with their homeboys. For matter of fact, they want to be in the group and let the whole entire group smash. I'm just saying how the way this shit works. I'm just saying from the way it's phrased, man.
Meaning, you only like wet holes, ass and titties.
I mean, are you so he's objectifying women. So are you saying that women to them are only wet holes and titties and butts? Bro, I've never in my entire tenure of this life, bro. This is why TikTok always surprises me, because the things that people say it's so brazen. Like, let me play devil's advocate here. Let's say he's talking about me, right? I've never in my life, right, ever thought about women as that. And I can guarantee you there's probably a lot of people just like, not just like me, but a lot of, like, I've never heard that sentence be uttered a day in my life.
Like body parts.
Like, bro.
You only like wet dudes.
So I'm not saying he believes that. I'm saying he's saying that's what these other men believe.
Meaning, you only like wet holes, ass and titties. You like body parts.
I know he's not. I really hope people do not see women like that. I really do hope people don't see anybody like that, because that's a pure objectification. That's dehumanizing, man. It really is.
And make those. Like, you can go to a plastic surgeon and make those. Like, all of them.
No, they can't. It won't have that warmth to it. Like, y'all know it won't have that? I don't know. But I don't think, when I say warmth, that life, the feel of life to it. The feel of life. Like, you can't suck a transgender woman's titty and get milk out of it. You can do it to a woman, especially if you like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you like, you get what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of things you could do with a natural woman than someone who's fake. Who's fake. Like, I'm not understanding that argument
right now, which tells me that if one of these men were to manufacture these body parts and it was good enough, convincing enough, you would fuck.
You know, it's already like that. It's that's already a thing. That's already a thing. That's already a thing.
You would fuck.
And why is he thinking about another man wanting to fuck a transgender? So you get how this stuff, and like, even why am I even paying attention to this stuff? But I'm paying attention to it because, like, I don't like it when people talk bad about black people. I think I like it when they talk about the truth, but I don't like it when they paint us as this homoerotic incel like personality who shies away from the rejection of women. Like, we don't do that. We really don't. It's to protect ourselves, because y'all really don't understand. If you really love a woman, right? And I'm talking about any woman. If she really says something, right? Y'all don't understand, that could really kill a nigga emotionally. Like, some niggas are so, and it's not even just because of women, it's from anybody. Some niggas are so destroyed emotionally that they can only think they are cold. Why do you think these niggas are killers now? That bitch, she went to the ops. She like, it's, I don't even know the stories of it, but you can literally go out and live. And I'm saying this every black nigga, but it's just, okay, let's not relegate this to black people. Women in the entire world. The entire world is like this. The entire world is like, most men are like this. I'm not about to give my emotions to a woman who's going to bring it up every time. And y'all got to understand, no, all women do this. She could be the most Christian. She could be the most loving. She could be, I'm telling y'all, bro. And I'm not trying to say this in general terms, bro. I'm not trying to be an all-encompassing statement. Like, there's probably some women who does. I want to meet them. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I'm just saying, there's men out there who has partners, and their woman has literally brung up their emotional states most of the time. And those are probably the men he's talking about. You know, so I don't want to make this all about me. You know, but I can only agree from an anecdotal standpoint, is that, like, emotions are so sacred as a man, and for you to just give that out freely, willy-nilly because it's a woman, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a fair argument, because emotions don't see gender. Emotions don't see sex. Emotions is energy in motion. So whatever happens to you, you can't stop it unless you become cold. You can't stop the flow of the emotions unless you become a cold person. So I don't really agree with that statement.
I hope that doesn't come across as transphobic. I'm just trying to make a point.
But it's objectifying, whether you know it or not. That is the objectification of a trans woman. Because in essence, that's really what, even I'm doing it right now, but it's the truth. That is honestly what they are. They are just a man with woman body parts in a mind, and because they see their body, they believe that's what they are. They are their body. But what does spirituality teaches us? What does Christianity teaches us? We are not this body. So in an essence, it's not transphobic. It is the essence of spirituality. It is the essence of life. You are not this vessel. You are beyond that. So for you to say you are this vessel, you are this body, and I can prove it, and I am this body, I can do whatever I want with it. If I feel a certain way, I can put things on this body to make it that way. Then you are literally the essence of anti-spirituality. You are this realm. You are the physical plane, and that's all you will ever be. So, but if you really want to be politically correct with it, that is kind of transphobic. It really is. Because in essence, you're basically saying trans women are just men with female body parts. I can literally break this video down. You get what I'm saying? This is why I feel like I had to make a video on it, because he talks about the homoeroticism of black men when it's just traumatized black men because of their experience with women. And it's not just black men in general, it's all men who participate in the incel community, in the red pill community. They are just men who had trauma with women, but they literally are right to have that, because if you love, when you are in love, this is why white men kill their entire family. This is why black men beat women. This is why the third world countries take little girls and turn them into the perfect wife, because I keep going. A woman's power is so vast, they can't comprehend it. It's up to the man to tell them that, not to empower them, not to control it, but to say, listen, that is what you have, and it is up to you to use it to that full potential. The ability for what they say that affects men is so great that it kills these men. It literally kills. Can you imagine fighting a war? Coming home, you go into your room and you see your wife laid up with another man. I want y'all to put this stuff into perspective. You are, as a black man, right? You just came off a crazy drug deal. But you gotta run, because you know the other side is coming to get you. You come home, the ops already in your house, and your girl opens the door, and you like, what the fuck? It happens. This stuff happens. So is it really wrong for those type of men who's been through that trauma to trauma bond and unleash that out upon the world? Is that wrong? Because no one's helping them with it. Like, so that's what I'm saying. And then it goes from that to this may sound transphobic, but if those men that you share your emotional bond with, if they put on body parts of a woman, you would definitely smash. Like, these TikToks are so, like, it's not even disingenuous, bro. It's not the whole scope. It's not understanding it. It's only observing it. You can't understand the complexities if you don't research this type of stuff. If you only see it, then you won't understand. This video I ain't gonna lie. This video is kind of offensive to me. So, like, yeah.
But yeah, you would fuck. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty sure that in order for you to be attracted to something.
And why is he sitting here thinking about man's attraction to their homeboys? Like, it could, let's point a mirror up. Why are you making a 6-minute video about men sharing an emotional bond with other men, to the point where you might think they're gay? Why are you thinking about another man's sexuality? So, like, we can play this game.
You have to be curious about it. You have to pay attention to it. You have to be kind of fascinated by it.
You definitely are. And I'm not trying to create strife. I'm not at all. But if we play this game of telling people, this is why I hate when, like, how I grew up, right? Nigga, in my middle school, niggas would literally, like, it would just be a game. I never played that shit. I've only seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've never played that game. I wasn't cool enough to play the game, thank God. But they would literally go around pants niggas. They would literally go around and kick niggas in the nuts. They would literally just do that shit. They would make dick jokes. Like, that's just how it was back then. But nobody really called that shit gay. That's just how these niggas was. And them niggas were in blood in gangs, nigga. They were literally Crips, nigga. 103s, nigga. They were literally Bloods, nigga. We was literally a gang fight at our school. And them niggas who participated in that gang culture was the most If you look at it from them, they were the most gayest niggas in the school. But you couldn't say that because they got all the hoes, because that's all the girls were attracted to. So for you to say this about those type of men, you also have to say about the type of women, because when those women's who live around those type of men love them niggas, because they want to be a part of that lifestyle. So like, yeah, like you got like,
And y'all niggas are not fascinated by women, by females, by femininity at all.
it's not that big of a deal. Anybody can be feminine. Anybody can be masculine. It's about whether your body aligns with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be born a man. I'm happy. And you gotta find. You can't say, "Oh, I'm glad I'm born as a man, so I must be." You must find it within yourself to be it. You're not born a man. You have to be one. You're not born a woman. You have to be one. You know what I'm saying? And that's by understanding your mission, by understanding why you were created as a woman, not changing it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to masculine and feminine energies, anybody can be that. But what is it but the same, just expressed differently? Is it feminine for a man to care for a child? It sure is, based off what history has said. Is it masculine for a woman to kill another man for her home country? Based off history, it's proven to do that. But if it's expressed in a woman, how is it different? It's just the same coin expressed differently. So like, I don't agree with this, bro.
I'm so fascinated by women that for my final elective in my senior year, I decided to take a women's health course.
Cause you worship them. You worship them. I think it's terrifying. I think it's terrifying to have relations with a man who think black women is God. I believe it is dangerous for a woman to get in a relationship with any man who thinks their ethnicity or their race is God. I truly believe that. Because for you to embrace a creator, embrace the creator, if it's up to you to put a creator in a box, that means you're trying to humanize something you can't understand. And because you are saying that woman is God, and you are, as a man, knowing your position as God, what are you saying? You are saying you are in control of God right now. And I, as a human, would not anyone to be in control of God. Because if they can weaponize that power, it's over for creation. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, y'all, I used to believe it. This is what I'm saying. I used to believe this shit. This is why it's like I'm looking at my past self. Like, I would literally just be around the girls, nigga. Why? Because I was interested in them. I was looking at them from I need to, because I am. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I had to I went to robotics all because of girls, nigga. I always wanted to be around the girls. You get what I'm trying to say? I didn't want to be with the boys. But like,
not just because it was the right thing to do, because I was unknowledgeable about the subject, but I also knew that my partner would be a female.
So you get what I'm trying to say? He's saying the words that I used to say. So like,
a woman. And as a man who is attracted to that, I feel like I should know how to cater to that.
What do you mean you should? You should. See what I'm saying? This is coming from a box of what you need to be, not what you want to do. Because if you live life by what you need to be, you will never have it within your heart. You will never find it within your heart to do so. You must, as a man, find it in your heart to love a woman. Because if you feel that you need to love a woman, you will become a gay ass nigga in a lavender marriage. I'm trying to tell y'all how this shit is gonna go, how this shit plays out, man. If you don't find it within your heart to do things, you never will become. And this is what and this is the expression that I'm getting. He has to do this. He needs to do this because that is what he is. But is it within your heart to do so? Do you not know it in your brain, but do you feel it within your heart? Because once you feel it, because all a man has is his heart. I grew up as you need heart, nigga. I was the smallest nigga wherever when I go, but I had to have heart. I had to have heart. You have to have heart as a man. You have to, and I don't, and I want to get to a point in my life where I don't have to say this shit. I want to be this shit. This is why I need to. That's why I can't go back to school. Wait to go back to school. But I'm just saying you need to have it within your heart to do so. Because women don't love a nigga. In my perspective, I would not want a woman to love me or to like me because she feels that so she needs to. You know, I want her to find it within her heart to do so. Not because I want to study her, to analyze her, to pander to her. Because I am a man. I want her to find it in her heart to do so. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, love has no room for obligation.
I should know how to cater to women, how to help them during their 4 phases of a period, study their anatomy.
See, you're making women sound like a science project. Bro, he's making women, in my perspective, he's making women sound like a fucking science project. They're not that complicated. They're not that he's making them sound as if they're on this fucking pedestal. They're not.
Contextualize patriarchy, understanding their traumas and what they have to go through.
Bro, this nigga sounds like he is studying black women as a black man. And I truly believe if you are a black woman wanting to date a man with this, if you want to date, I think this is why black women do not like nerds. Because why are you acting as if you have to study me? You have to act this certain way, be this certain way. Why not just be you? If she does not like you because you're you, then that's perfectly fine as long as you have who you are intact. But this sounds like this nigga is studying these women like they're a fucking science project. And I think that is dangerous. I think that is dangerous for another man to look to try to understand women as like it's a science project. We've been here together since the beginning of time. Why the fuck are we acting like we don't know one another? Just because we different shades, that does not matter. And I'm not perfect, y'all. I probably believe I would be a fucking horrible ass partner. I truly believe that shit. But at least I would never treat someone like they're a science project. Yeah, I had to learn that bro, the type of shit I would do to like try to get a girl is crazy, nigga. First, here's how I go. I'll try to first enter her circle, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I was a social guy. You know what I'm saying? I was very social. I just wanted to, talk to people. When I like the girl, I like to want to know her friends, know most things about her, nigga. So that I can coordinate my own actions to correlate with hers. You know what I'm saying? So we can find harmony, and so she can see a commonality within me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like this? I like this too. That type of shit. But I actually did not do that. I was just studying her so she could, in hopes that she would like me. In hopes that I can get that edge. Like y'all don't understand how dark that is. That is the problem with incels. That is the problem with the red pill community. They want women to be like something. They want them to be be a box so they can understand them, so they can act accordingly. They don't understand they need to be themselves. If a woman does not like you because of who you are, then who's the problem? Are you going to change because of someone else? Or are you going to change because you find it within your heart to do so, to be better? Most of these niggas are not better. They just want someone to accept them as they are. No, that's not how love works. You can't study women. You can't study men. You can't do this stuff.
To cater to them and make them feel comfortable in a loving relationship. That's how deep my attraction goes.
Like women say they want niggas. They don't want you. They don't want you to do that shit. Your wife is going through pregnancy, nigga. And I dare you say, calm down, honey. I'm here for you. Nigga, she gonna bite your fucking hand. Like, y'all gotta understand how when women is in heat, and when I say heat, like, I'm not trying to say it in an animalistic sense, but it's called ovulation. You know what I'm saying? But it's a I'm not trying to study it, but I'm just saying, like on pregnancy table, right? They have aggression, they have cuteness aggression, they have primal maternal aggression. I think men like him will be terrified of that. That's why they study to try to ease that. But you have to let women let their aggression out. You have to let them out. Because if as a man you have to, I'm not saying you have to take it. Some shit's gonna hurt, but it's up for y'all to like. I can't explain this stuff, bro. I can only. You have to understand the stuff that I'm trying to say. It's hard to explain things that is evident to me. It's very hard. You know, like I just don't believe in the fact we gotta study women. Cause looking from women from that type of standpoint, it's dehumanizing. You can't write a woman down and try to understand her that way. What's your favorite color? What's this? Like, you can't do that. That's not how love works, man.
For women, I know that I'm also sexually attracted to women because I know that there are multiple spots that, when stimulated, can induce an orgasm.
This nigga sounds like he literally. So he gets to a point now where, like, I'm not even trying to be trying to understand this guy anymore. Like, it's like this nigga just went online and found and said, what's the best way to get a woman? And he memorized all that shit and wrote it down. And because he's slightly attractive, I'm not gonna lie, he's slightly, like, I ain't gonna lie, any black nigga with dreads is automatically, I say up to an 7. To me personally, because I want to get dreads, nigga. I need my hair to be long enough. I love the hairstyle in general because I want to be connected to. I not want to be connected to my Asian roots. I want to find the roots within me. I want to realize it for myself. And when I was growing up, the Afro hairstyle resonated with me. But the older I get, the more that twists, like that type of stuff, like jerry curls, that type of hairstyle is resonating with me more. Like, women will not find this alarming, but I find it alarming. I find this alarming. I really, really do.
Not just the G spot, not just the clit. There's an A spot. There's an O spot. There's even a P spot. Did you know, or did you just Google it when I just said it?
I mean, okay, so it seems like he knows this from experience, which is nothing wrong with that. The best type of, like, sexual experience is to get it from your partner. You get what I'm trying to say? That's why nowadays, are you being shamed as being a virgin now? Back then, you was getting shamed for being a virgin. Now it's normal. It's normal. It's normal now. Most people don't get the experience from one. And they'll never know what it's like to have that spark, that fire, that, oh my God. I'm the only person that can do this to your body. Only I know. And I would use this power righteously. Y'all gotta understand, Tantra, you supposed to use Tantra righteously. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right. You don't like women. You're not fascinated by women.
But, like, how does a normal nigga know this? They does not have a female body. You don't supposed to know that stuff. A woman is supposed to allow those doors to be open so she can tell you that. But you can't. Like, I don't even know how to say this stuff. Like, fascinated by you speaking to them. You speaking about them as if there are another species, as if they're another type of creation. They're another type of being, of course, because different type of beings is everywhere in one creation. But you speaking as if there's something else. They are a reflection of you. They came out of you. Why are you fascinated about them? Why? That's why I love girls you can be normal with. Like, girls that you could be normal with are the best type of girls to be around. And all girls are like that, but men have this type of mindset where we must glorify them. We must glorify them, and I can see the appeal of it. I can see the appeal of this, y'all. I can see the appeal of this argument. But it's like the women he's dating are some fucking aliens or something. Like, there's some fucking underground dinosaur women. Like, they're, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're different. They're not.
You don't care. You don't give a fuck. You like boys. You like boy shit. You think spending time with your woman is a chore, but you have the best time.
I mean, if she's annoying as fuck, then it's a chore. Best believe that.
Because you are mentally and emotionally attracted to those niggas.
Nah, I would say probably mentally or emotional. I don't think physical. I don't think most. Because the physical, and mental and emotional attraction is because the mental and the physical attraction that men has towards one another overrides the physical connection. because the physical body is just a physical body. It's going to die one day. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why women are here to spiritually please us. They are here to spiritually. And the spirit overrides all of that. It overrides all of that. They are here to spiritually and physically please us. But if a woman does not do those things, then is this such a bad thing to go hiking with the boys one day? Because that's what I'm type of thinking. If he's saying that you would rather fuck your homeboy than spend time with your wife, I could understand the argument. But if it's like to go out with the boys, play some sports, do things, manly things, climb a mountain, go to the gym, is that wrong? That is the type of timing. That's the type of thinking I'm on, not the drastic stuff that I probably think he's alluding to. But if he's saying that just kicking it with the boys is because you're tired of your woman is wrong, and that's likely because you're gay, because you're not as fascinated with women as I am, then there's something wrong with you. I don't believe that argument. I think that argument is very disingenuous.
You like boys, and that's okay. That's okay.
But you say it's okay, yet these past 2 minutes you've been saying it as if it's an insult. I don't believe it's an insult. I believe it's a lesser way of life. That's what I believe it as. It's a lesser way of life. So, yeah.
My issue lies when y'all start projecting your sexual confusion onto my comment section, because you're really just exposing yourself.
I mean, hypothetically, if I expose myself, I really don't care, because I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna say I would say a young adult. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in my fucking early 30s yet. But is that really such a wrong thing, bro? Why is there shame and why is it shame? Why is it like we're all adults here, bro? We're literally all adults here. What is wrong with someone else going into your comment section? It says projecting. Like, okay, let them project, and hopefully one day they can find it out. Like,
we're all gonna look back in history.
And mind you, I don't know for the fullest context. If I'm missing anything out, I humbly do apologize. I like to make sure I really do this stuff just because I feel like talking about it. Like, the stuff that I see on TikTok is very interesting to me in the moment that I go to sleep, and I don't want to be that type of guy to think about something and not say it. So, yeah.
And we're gonna find your pages, and we're gonna see you like boys.
I mean, I already said that, but I haven't done anything, so I'm not. I reiterate this point. You can't say you are yet you don't do, because it's like saying your words are greater than your actions. That's a fundamentally inverse of how creation was started. Because when God created the world, he didn't do it. He said it. You know what? Wait, pause. Not say it, but what I'm trying to say is this. Personally, me, what I do is greater than what I say. You know what I'm saying? A quiet man is more dangerous than a boisterous one. And I'm not saying I'm dangerous, but I'm just saying, like, I would rather, if I ever do, then I am. That is what I personally agree with. So.
You can give me the comments. I like the engagement. I'll take it. But I mean, like, you're just projecting. And that's why the transgender conversation makes a lot of y'all niggas so uncomfortable. Because if your idea of what it means to be a woman is limited to the physical attributes that they tend to come with, and those physical attributes can be attained by people who were born a man.
No, this is a tunnel vision way of thinking about women. Because you can't bring up transgenderism without women or men. You can't. And to say men and women is and to only say the only way you can understand them is with a physical body parts. That is objectification. You cannot do that. Men and women, fuck transgender people. Men and women, we are beyond the physical scope. You can change physicality. You can change energy. You can change all that stuff. But deep down, is that connected? Is everything connected to your physicality? Is it connected to your physicality? Because how did the spirit, how did the mental, how did the spirit world? Because before we were physical, we was the spirit world. We were energies. How did we get manifest on the physical plane? We came through a physical form, which is carbon. And even beyond carbon, your elements, your gametes, the science within you, which all fall under physicality. You cannot change that, because before you was on this earth, you decided to be that way. You decided to be this way. Nothing is random. They like to bring that shit up to you. Nothing is random. You chose to be that way. And when you came on the physical plane, you chose to change your mind. But just because you decided to change your mind on the physical plane about your spirit life before you, you cannot attach the spirit and mental and the physicality of a natural born woman or a natural born man. You can probably have energy because of the testosterone in you that you're injecting, which is not a part of you. I'm not saying that women and men don't have those chemicals naturally, but if you understand what I'm trying to say, you cannot do that. You cannot do this.
What does that say about your attraction to women? You are only attracted to the social construct that humans have created to identify womanhood.
There is no social construct. These constructs that people are saying, they were already here. It's like saying I found out the sun when you first see the sun. You didn't discover shit. It's always been here. These constructs people are talking about has already been here. They're just manifested because we decided to do research on it. You can't take something away, study, then use it to reinforce a different reality. That is projection. That is really the definition of projection. That is projection itself. He's trying to say that these men, right, from the title, I'm just going by black man because that's what I see. That's the title. That is literally the words right here. You're literally saying the black man, right, black man who quote unquote love their homeboys so much that you think they're gay. You think they hate women so much that they only use them as physical toys. And so you even believe they're beyond gay. They love transgenders. You believe they love transgenders because they only see women as body parts. And you personally believe that transgender people are just men with body parts. But because these black men you're talking about are so gay, that they love these transgender women because they look like women. And those type of transgenders and gay men makes these black men so uncomfortable that you believe that the conversation around those type of sexualities make those black men uncomfortable. I think this is a very disingenuous argument, and I truly believe this is the narrative that liberals use to destroy the black man. To destroy the black man. I truly believe this shit. I truly believe that shit. And you believe this argument is superior because you are fascinated with women. And because you have that authority of the right sexual orientation that you don't believe these other men have based off your experience, you believe your argument is substantiated. People who have, if you're not an in-depth person, you would look at this and say it's true. But if you break this shit down, if you actually understand the plight of black people, I mean the plight of the world, because this is just the world. This could be applied to the world. You can understand how disingenuous this argument is.
An idea.
I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that that I'm the best. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a genius. But I'm just saying if you do your due diligence and you look into the nuances of this argument, you will understand why it's so flawed that it seems like it's from a child. It seems like it's from a child.
Of what a woman is supposed to be. When, number one, femininity, just like blackness, is not a monolith. And number two, femininity can be exhibited by men.
I said this before I even got to this part. That means I already know what I already know what people are going to say, but I hear them out because I hate jumping to conclusions. I'm a very logical person. I do not like jumping to conclusions. I just do not.
You're not attracted to these fucking girls, bro.
They're attracted to the energies. They're attracted to the energies. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe these women are just way too masculine. And is it wrong for a man to have fun? And this is what I'm type of thing. I'm not talking from a sexual standpoint, because I need a baseline here. Are you saying it's more wrong for a man to hang out with the homeboys because he feels uncomfortable coming home to an unruly wife? Or unruly partner, unruly girlfriend? Is that really such a bad thing? Now, if he's doing those type of things with his homeboys, I can understand that argument. But I truly don't believe black men are doing that. I really do not believe that. I really don't. I really honestly don't. And if they are, well then, I guess I'm wrong about everything that I'm saying. But this is why I need some statistics regarding this. I really do. I think this argument can be applied. If this argument was towards rappers, towards musicians, I would completely support it. But everyday black men, everyday humanity, I don't believe that, bro. How about this? Put this whole argument on the other foot. Is it better for a woman to hang out with her girls than to go home to a husband who doesn't want to show her any attention? If you put this entire argument on the wrong foot, even though I don't like dealing with hypotheticals, I'm just saying, if you do, you see how it all falls apart? But it's more different with men. Why? Why is it more difficult? Because we are taught that men should hate each other. We were taught you're supposed to hate your brother. We were taught that because if you ever got in close, then you might as well be in love with one another. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, my life is built like a Greek soldier. I'm a normal ass Greek soldier. I'm not no Spartan. I'm just a normal Greek soldier who's never done anything. But if I was ever I've been in arms with my brothers before. I've been in fights. I've been in gang fights. Well, not gang fights. My homie got jumped before. I helped him. My homie, one of my homies overdosed in school. I helped him. Me, because I was taught ever since in Boy Scouts, ever since when I was born, nigga, because I got two other brothers, nigga, I was taught to love my brother, to protect my brother, to be my brother's keeper. So in my life, would it be wrong? Would it be right to say that I was in love, not with my brothers, but in love with those other dudes I helped out? Would that be wrong? Would that be the case then? You get what I'm trying to say? I think this argument can be applied to rappers. I think this argument can be acquired to niggas like Diddy, niggas like Diddy, Usher, all these niggas in the rap game who got turned out. What's that nigga name who kissed Lil Wayne? That nigga. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, bro, like, I can see they do that in different cultures, but me, I would never, ever, unless it's my son. Not on the lips though. So, like, yeah.
And honestly, bro, from the bottom of my heart, that is more than okay. Just don't be an asshole and project your insecurities. Live in your truth. Otherwise,
I don't think it's their truth. I think they are manipulated to believe that's their truth. I think black men are so manipulated because of this agenda that's being pushed on us that they believe they're gay when they're really not. They just have traumas that they don't answer yet. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's where the physical barrier comes from. The emotional barrier comes from. The mentally barrier comes from, because their entire life they have been destroyed by the very women they vowed to love and to protect, and vice versa. And let's just not say black men, all men. There's probably, I keep saying this, because why is this situation only unique to men? Why is this situation only unique to men? Because there is a dividing factor. There's a clear defined line of why this can only be applied to men. And let's put it in a box. Black men. Let's put it in a box then, since the title's right there. Why is it so unique? Because we have so much fucking trauma. We have so much fucking trauma. And I believe even homosexual dudes have so much trauma that they believe that's what they are. They probably have never done it a day in their life, but they believe that's what they are. Because they have so much blockages. Their chakras is blocked. If you suppress your masculinity, there's only another way you have to go. Femininity. If you suppress your femininity because of your traumas, there's another way, there's another energy you must manifest, because life can never be destroyed. Energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transformed. The stuff that I'm talking about is not just the physical. I learned all this shit in school. It just, I had to have the spiritual side of me grow up and connect it. It's all interconnected. And once you understand it's all connected, you're going to see why this argument is flawed. You're going to see why it's so flawed. It's from a narrow standpoint. And as a black man, for you to talk about other black men like this. Now I say it all the time. I don't like niggas. I don't like niggas. I don't like niggas. I don't like Americans. I don't like Chinese people. I don't like the CCP. I don't like all the niggas in the CCP. So I could say I don't like Chinese people. I don't like people. I don't like a lot of things. But I love those things. And love is wanting to see the best in those things. I mean, not the best. You want to see it be better. I don't like black people, but I love black people because I want to see them to be better. And because I'm black too, like the fuck? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't like America, but I love America. Because when I wanted to see better. If it was up to me, I probably would not want to live in America. But since I'm here, fuck it, we ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all men, but he talking about black men. I'm a black man, so fuck it, we ball. We gonna talk about black men then. And if you see it from my perspective, you're gonna see why this argument is so flawed.
You're going to be unfulfilled for the rest of your life. I just explained to you what I like. I just explained to you what I'm fascinated by.
I don't care what you're fascinated by. I don't care anything about your sexuality. I only care about the agenda that you're trying to push on black men right now. And men in general. You got to understand, I'm not trying to pander to men with this argument. I'm really not. I'm really not trying to pander to men at all. I'm not even trying to, I'm pandering to humanity. Because humanity is led by men, whether you like it or not. That is why so many people pander. So that's why people pander to men in the general. Because who's been leading us this entire time? I'm not saying who's greater, who's that, but I'm just saying that's the way that humanity has chose. I'm not choosing it to be that way, but that's what humanity has chosen. And since majority rules, we will pander to men because those are what lead humanity. That's what has led humanity. So, like, I don't really care about this guy's sexuality. I don't really care about none of this stuff. I don't like the picture he's trying to paint. And to me, it seems like he worships women. Like, I truly believe this guy, he worships women so much that, like, he probably kissed the ground they walk on. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it in a way that, like, he's studying them like they're a science project or something.
You fascinated by?
I'm not fascinated by nothing. I'm fascinated by being my best self. To be honest, I'm fascinated by being aligned with the Creator, bro. Having the Christ upon my head, bro. To come up in the clouds. That's what I'm fascinated by. So, yeah. So let's just honestly, it's no hate. Every TikTok that I react to, every TikTok that I yap about, I do not want to cause. Fuck it. I don't have a lot of emotion anyway. But if anybody sees this, I don't think he's a bad person. I'm talking about the argument itself. I believe it's very flawed. I believe it's very I believe it's disingenuous, man. I like videos that, so let's get to the comments. I like videos that call out men that don't respect, value women until the women's comment section begins to project homophobia and give a list of things they don't like the men to do that correlate to them being gay and reinforce the patriarchal gender roles of person them saying that he's gay because he thinks he's a prize is the private deserve is extremely feeble-minded. That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. This shit works both ends, bro. Like, do you, to the niggas that are gay, not bi, to the niggas who are purely homosexual. Do you really believe these women like having you around? You really think they like having you around, nigga? Nigga, you are a laughing stock to them. And I'm not trying to create any division. You are a laughing stock, nigga. Every time they want to laugh, what they tell you to do? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's go on the 2-man. And the homie bring her homeboy, her gay homeboy. You don't really think she's like, come on now. She knows that other nigga don't want that nigga, but she's gonna put him there anyway because it's a joke. It's a joke. You're a joke. You are a joke, bro. To most women, you are a joke because they don't want to say it, but deep down, they know you are an imitation, nigga. You are an imitation. You are an imitation. You're not the real thing. You are a Ken doll wrapped up in physical and femininity. You are a rough draft of what should have been. To them, that's what they don't realize, but that's what homophobic women want to say. They just can't put it in the way that I am. You're a joke to them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, me personally, I don't believe in these terms, bro. Like, I just say it because that's what y'all understand. I'm speaking in y'all language. So yeah, red pill equals DL. See, this is why the fact that they don't have mental institutions anymore, self-help, therapy, all that stuff. The fact they don't have this shit anymore is so disheartening. Cause this is dangerous, bro. Been saying this for years. All these women that agree to it. Thanks because I didn't catch that one. DL, incel, I swear. Yup, this, I agree. What's a red pill? Come on, bro. Bro, most women. Most women, bro. Most women most women, I'm not gonna say most, but some women are like this, man. Some women are like this. 2,000, the majority of the women who look at this post love this comment. They love this. But they not understanding it's trauma. It's trauma that's so built up, that's so unaddressed, that the energy from that trauma will be manifested differently. It would go completely on the other spectrum. Because it's either to be or not to be. Either I will not be hetero, or I will be homo, because hetero's not working. The engines are not working. Or either I would be, like, you see what I'm trying to say? The crazy part is we don't care. You like what you like. Just stop damaging women because you still value sexuality. You're entitled to like what you like. I see, bam, this is right there. See what I'm saying? Okay, 3,000. Okay, not all women like that old one. But I'm just trying to say. But it's not, I don't even think these niggas are fighting, bro. They're not fighting, man. I just believe they're fighting their trauma. That's what they're fighting. And it's manifested through their sexuality, because the sexuality exudes tantra energy, and tantra energy is your greatest intimacy. And to be intimate with someone is to bear yourself, is to bear who you are, is to know, is to be known. And for your trauma to be known like that, of course a man will shield that away and be something else. That's why I don't believe you can truly be gay. You can never truly be. You just traumatized, and you're so traumatized that you cannot understand. You cannot understand energy. You can't understand it. So it will be manifested. The energy will be manifested. And because that's your energy, you can't realize it as something else. It will become who you are. Because in essence, that energy is who you are. But you can't understand the differentiation of it because of your trauma. You can't. You can't. It's impossible for you to see that's not who you really are. Because in essence, that energy is yours, because that trauma is yours. That hurt is yours. I took a parenting class in high school, wore the fake baby belly, had a simulated childbirth hooked up on me, and a robot baby for a week. Without the class, don't know if I'll be the father that I am today. My point is, learning something outside the male body shouldn't be looked down upon, fellow man. It should be embraced and standard. Exactly. It should be. But if I was taking that class, I would want to leave. Because the fuck I'm learning about taking care of a baby for? I don't want to be no OBGYN. The fuck? It's crazy because most gay men adore women. Of course they have to. They want to be like them. Of course they want to adore them. And I'm not saying they want to be a woman, but they want to have that femininity. They want to have that aura. They want to have that beauty. Of course. Been saying this for years. The motherfuckers be in denial. I'm not gonna lie. It only becomes DL and denial when they're in a relationship. When they're in a relationship with a woman, that's when it becomes like that. But if it's just with their home, if they're not entangled with someone, entangled with a woman, then this doesn't apply. I don't see any of them telling what they like about women in these comments. Crickets. I mean, I could tell you a lot. I could honestly say a lot, but you know, I'm not. Why would I? You know, child, don't tell them that they'll get angry. Mike said, "Women are the prize is actually men." It's the union that's the prize. It is the union that's the prize. It's the ability to create life that's the prize. Most niggas don't see that because they want power. Most of these people want power. That's all they want. They want power. Most people nowadays, their tantra energy is mostly about having power. It's about having power. But they don't see by understanding the ability to merge both sides. To merge both sides and see the beauty in both. So yeah, man, that's honestly a projection. Everything they say is projection. Yeah, it's projection. Because they trying to push their traumas out on everyone else. That's the end of the video, man. I'm probably going to be saying the same shit over and over and over again. If you enjoyed the video, if you made it this far, party out, man. You already know the deal.